Welcome back, family, to some Clash of Clans. And what we're doing today is we're going to be doing some base looking over. I took the liberty of taking the easy way out, not building any of these bases myself, and just taking a screenshot. But I figured I'd go over a few of them and just give my opinion on them and show you what's up. So, this is obviously Town Hall 12, and it's a Dark Elixir specific base. You obviously have the Dark Elixir in the middle right there, which is ideal if you want to protect your Dark Elixir. And then on each of the left and right side, it's kind of got the Southern Teaser style to it, where on the left, you don't really have much going for it, at least to the naked eye. But underneath, guys, we have the Tesla farm, the troll Tesla farm. And on the right, you have the main core of the defenses. You have your clan castle, your artillery, you have your 4 air defenses. So obviously, that would be where you would want to go in terms of an air attack. Because if you came at it from the left side, your lava hounds would obviously go to where the air defenses are, because they target air defenses. But they're fast, so they would leave your balloons in the dust. And then as the hounds get out of range of all your other troops, the Tesla wizard towers and those mines would retarget to your loons, shred your loons, and you pretty much won't go anywhere with this base. So if you want a good Town Hall 12 Dark Elixir protecting base, it looks like this one would get the job done. Plus now with Town Hall 12, you have to realize, and you can't forget, because I know I forget a bunch of times, that the Town Hall 12 is itself a weapon. Like, it will defend your Dark Elixir. So think of it as another Tesla, essentially. It'll protect your Dark Elixir pretty well. The only vulnerability, I suppose, would be if you came at it from the top or the bottom. But at that point, I mean, you have the top half of the Tesla farm, or the bottom half of the Tesla farm, along with 2 expos on each side. So overall, it's like with this base, you're getting your Dark Elixir protected, and it looks like it's getting protected pretty well. I would definitely recommend this. The next one is also a Dark Elixir protecting base. However, it takes a little different of an approach. It has the ring base to it. So for you bowlers or queen walk enthusiasts, if you're hitting this base, you gotta make sure your funneling goes well. You have to make sure it goes very smoothly. Otherwise, shit be going walking around the outside, and you're not getting that Dark Elixir. And actually, I would recommend this one personally more than the other one. Just because of that ring style. And with miners and electro dragons being so overpowered, you want them to go around and not in. The air defenses are more squared out. Excuse me. More squared out. So I guess you could come at this anyway, any side with an air attack, but air attacks are kind of stupid now. You're either using miners and wrecking bases, or you're not wrecking bases. But that's it. I would honestly recommend this one over the other one. But that's that one. Um, this one is a and hybrid trophy and farming base. It is slightly blurry, and I apologize. All these were screenshotted off a kind of small image, so that's probably why it's a little blurry. But you got your Inferno Towers blocked off by 2 tiles. Your Queen is still able to hit them, but troops like archers, you're not able to hit it over the 3 tile space. Your Archer Queen is able to hit 3 tiles over with the wall being one and then the 2 spaces. So your Queen will hit the Inferno Towers. But what its intention is to get troops to walk around this area and go around. And it looks like you'll get it done pretty well. You got your Clan Castle in the north, you got your Eagle Artillery in the south, so your attackers have to pick their poison. Do they want to get rid of the Eagle? Do they want to kill your Clan Castle? Yeah. So hybrid base, if you're looking to trophy push, stay in, but also farm. So maybe you're a Titan League farmer. So this would be the base for you. And we have another. This one is actually just a trophy base. And you can tell it's just a trophy base when he. Oops. When he goes ahead and says, fuck you guys to these storages over here. Like, screw you gold, screw you elixir. I don't need you. We're going to have you go on the outside. Because frankly, storages are high hit point buildings. So it's going to take a while for your troops to get through the storages. So that's probably why he put them on the outside to stall your troops for a longer time. Let's get right into the news. Let's get into the news. Oh, Clash of Clans. This is a game. We're looking at Clash of Clans stuff right now. That reminds me. El Professor, you asked for a shout out in clan description. Here's your shout out. Shout out to El Professor. Shout out to the rest of my clan in the clan Albuquerque. You guys are my Clash of Clans family. Here's another trophy base. I told you, El Professor, I'd give you a shout out, so there's your goddamn shout out. Again, they're saying fuck you to the storages. Which me as a farmer, I'd say fucking thank you for the storages. And just, drop a queen, drop her ability, take the Dark Elixir, and walk away. You can have my 30 trophies. Let me take your 5,000 Dark Elixir. So this is another one. It seems like this one would be more Southern teaser style than the last one. But that is that. Let us move on to. Okay, you're not gonna let us move on, you stupid fucking computer. Now we go into war. War is probably the most important thing. Oh, this one is brought to you by Dark Looters. They're quite known for their war strategies, considering they've been, the CWL for like ever. But this seems like it'd be like an anti-3 style. I meant to say star, but style came out. I don't know why. But you got your Clan Castle. It's in the middle. You're gonna have to do some fucking work to lure that shit out if you're planning on doing it. Your air defenses, it's a little heavy on this side, but that's probably on purpose. Just because the Eagle's there, and all the expos are there, all the bombs are over there. So it seems like this is kind of a Eastern teaser, but Eastern, Southern teaser, anti 3-star. So with basically everything that's going on with miners and E-drags, you're going to get the 2-star regardless. But with this, you want to prevent that 3-star. And 3-stars honestly win wars. So if you can prevent them, you yourself could win, which is a good thing. Because you want to win. Not only for trophies and bragging rights, but you're getting hell of a lot of good loot too in war, that is for sure. This one is also just a normal war base, anti 3, and it's anti 3 obviously because the town hall's on the outside. So it's not obviously anti 1. You're gonna get the 1-star unless you just are Voyager and and just suck at attacking. Yeah. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Voyager, he's not good at this game. I'm not either. I'm not saying I'm better than him. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying he is also not good. And our clan seems to like to pick on him for that. But it's all in good fun. At his expense. But we still love him. You silly goofball Voyager, you. Alright, next one. I know we didn't cover that one much. But that's that. Expos, 2 expos are sent to ground. Alright, this one. Another anti-3. Anti-3 war bases at Town Hall 12 are the name of the game. Do whatever you can to prevent the 3-star. You're going to get 2-star at Town Hall 12. It's guaranteed. I'm sorry, but there's no base good enough. I'm not going to insult your base building skills, because I'm sure they're fantastic. But the way the meta is right now with miners, E-drags, what else is super strong? I don't know. Just you name it. It's strong right now. You're gonna get 2-star. That's the shit that the meta is right now. It's kind of unbalanced, unfair, but that's how it is. So do what you can to prevent the 3-star, which is why literally the past 3 bases I just showed you are anti-3 bases. So I just wanted to give you a couple of farming bases, trophy bases, hybrid bases, war bases, and show them, give my opinion on them, and you guys can pick the ones that are to your liking, to your gameplay style, which one suits you best. I just want to mention in this video, all of these bases came from an awesome source known as allclash.com. All of these bases came from allclash.com. They are not mine. I am just reporting and giving my opinions on the bases from there. So go to allclash.com. I believe the guy is named Timmy Eat World. All the credit goes to him. I don't know if he made them all or where he got them from, but my credit for this video goes to Timmy Eat World at allclash.com. The song that is playing is also brought to you by No Copyright Sounds channel on YouTube. The reason I'm using No Copyright Sounds on YouTube is because I don't want copyright strikes on this video. So that's it. Bases, allclash.com. Song, No Copyright Sounds on YouTube. All credit goes to him for bases. All credit goes to them for the songs. I am just making a collaboration, giving my opinion, and, providing information as best as I can for fellow Clash of Clans-ers. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the video, subscribe to support the channel and become a member of our family. Once again, I love you all, and until next time, game on.